Greetings, y'all. Yeah, I just want to say something from last night's draft. And I think I was on Mace and they kept flagging his streams, man. And I think the aftermath of that last night, and I kind of, I kind of fell asleep like half of it, but all night we was looking at the draft, right? So basically, it's just one of those things that you look at. And he has a great channel, man. I hope y'all support him, man. I mean, he does a sports talk. I mean, I subscribe to Raw for TV and the other sports like blood boxing, and they got some great channels. But Mace is kind of like a mix between the manosphere and sports. He talks about what he talks about. He talks about NFL, NBA, baseball. I mean, baseball's gonna be big this summer, so I'll be watching his stuff more often. Um, I will continue to make more content, but I don't know. Mine's gonna be pretty pre-records, like few pre-records or a few live streams for myself. Just be outside. That's mainly I'm gonna do on this channel. But the esoteric stuff, that's gonna be for panels only. I'm gonna start doing that. If someone say something stupid, if I ever see a panel or a conversation, if I'm on, I'll make a what you call it, a live stream on that. But mostly, I'm gonna say is he's a great dude, man. Like his live streams is just like incredible. Like the views he's getting, even though he don't have enough subscribers, though. But it shows that he cares. We salute him, greatly salute him, and he's all right with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we have no problems with him. Like he's very genuine, and when I first met him, it was on the Roger Report, and I always call Roger the Great Reset, or Mr. Reset, the Great Reset of all time. And sometimes I call him the Ruthless Nice One, just the f around. You know what I mean? But that's basically what we got. And I have no problem with him whatsoever. And then I just look at what's going on in the sphere. I don't really care like that. So yeah, it's entertainment. I'm gonna put entertainment. Save it. hmm Yeah, man. It's just one of those things that uh, when I cared about at the time, but it's just like I think you know. Um, let's look at his channel, Mace Taggart. Yeah, man, he was doing the draft. I think he's gonna do it tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna watch some of it. I may, because I think the draft is like all weekend or something like that. Yeah, Mace Taggart. There we go. Yeah, going to. Yeah, he's the one. Uh, oh, excuse me. I'll do it later. And that's what we're talking about. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, he was doing the episode on Mace in the morning, and I think he took it down. They deleted his stuff. So yeah, man. I was helping him yesterday, and then the 49ers in trouble. They probably took that stream down because he was did it without permission. So yeah, I just want to get on here and just talk. But some people just want to get up here and just say my piece. But yeah, they probably took his stream, man. For the E. Yeah. Say that. Yeah. Yeah. It's just one of those things that, I think he don't have his stream up. I see they took it down. Hope he ain't suspended on live stream, but yes, Mace got his thing. Does the draft, and I guess someone said he was violating and all that stuff, but you know how that goes. And they try to warn him. But I think that's just part of the sports thing. That's what he talks about, the athletic sphere. Yeah. Yeah, y'all please subscribe to the athletic sphere, man. The Mace Taggart experience. I mean, yesterday was great. I was on Kuda's panel yesterday, tripping. And I think he called it something yesterday. I was on after streaming his live, and then he did a stream 22 hours ago, 6 hours on that one. He got me on the soundbite, but it's all good. But yeah, Mace Taggart, man, subscribe to the Athletic Sphere, man. He's got great shows, and he's got Mace in the morning, but he does not have the live stream from the whatchamacallit, um for the draft. And it's kind of interesting. And I guess he got in trouble with that live streaming, but he's all good though, and I think it's basically what you want to hear. But yeah, man, I'm just looking at it from a integral perspective. But and yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm just over here, just checking out his streams, and he's doing great, man. It just shows you what time it is. What's going on, Shay? Yeah, it's just like Mace was talking about the draft, man. Talk about Trevor Lawrence getting picked. I saw that, and and then they try and mess with his streams, man. But you know how YouTube goes. They got their little silly policies and things like that nature. And and he's pretty good, and he's growing. He's growing, man. Like I salute the brother, man. But that's just how it is, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just over here chilling, man. Just keeping my mind right. But I will have a stream tomorrow. It's gonna be like 5:15, and I'll probably be on my Chromebook on this one. But yeah, man, it's pretty awesome that I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get some links to study Epicureanism, and yeah, we're gonna get that one and knock it out of the ballpark. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, and we're just gonna get our mind right on this one. So yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, subscribe to the brother, man. He's got a great channel, and I think this is gonna be uh the channel that's gonna be the future of the sports in general. You got a lot of sports channels that I look at. I look at Two Raw TV. He talks about politics and sports. He goes in depth. Then you got blood boxing, and you got everybody like I've seen that talk about it. But Mace has a unique way of doing it. He talks about manosphere stuff a little bit, and he separate. He puts it on the morning channel, but he also put it on the Mace in the morning. But then he also does sports in the afternoon, which is pretty good. It's a well balanced channel. You know, and salute to him and his success. But it's going to be a good one. Um, I believe the brothers was there last night. I think it was official. Uh, I think underrated darkness. All these dudes are great, man. Like they have stuff that we like, man. Like great content. Him in the Miami crowd. Yeah, it's a smaller crowd, but those brothers were like united. They all talk about sports. Great old times, man. We just don't have the patience that what people have what's coming through in sports. But I think the main thing is it's perfect for this type of segue of what we're talking about, like the after stream. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I had him on my Chromebook and was listening well, who was getting drafted, whatever. They got their picks, and I think the next round or first half of the round, the second round, these picks is coming through. But it seems like it was a good draft. I think Platinum talked about it as well. He talked about it in his latest stream. She got the bag, and that was a good stream as well by him. And it's a lot of good streams lately. But I ain't tripping. But what I'm seeing is everybody's doing their content. So Mace is the one that's gonna be on fire. But And then that's the thing. And then that's what happens. But yeah. Yeah, his content is pretty good, man. Like I enjoyed it. And when I subscribed to him, and that's just how we get down, man. And I think part of it is like you just got to have that content, man. But Mace has been good, man. Like he's been consistent with his stuff. Like he's been doing it, and the more he keeps doing it, he'll bring a great crowd. And I think that's pretty much it's pretty much it, And I enjoyed it myself. I mean, we talked. I've been on a panel with him once on a national championship, and we had a great conversation about life, race, and sports. We stayed on topic. We talked about the sports, who was going to win the championship, and we saw the contrast difference. But I've been watching the Final Four and the championship that year, and I haven't watched the tournament because it's been a while since COVID. And that's what happened. But what I don't understand is like brothers talk about wild stuff in the sphere. They don't have no hobbies. What I've noticed, hobbies is key, and it's good to have them, especially in the sports world. Mace is needed, to balance it out. So yeah, you just said it. Sports I go through the history. Yeah, he does. I know my sports myself, and that's one of the reasons I like him. I add him on my subscription collection. But people take it the wrong way. Like, yeah, you can talk about men stuff, but it's more than like we talk about a lot of stuff. Sports is just a piece that I like, and that's what happens. And and that's whatever we have. So yeah, that's just how it is, man. Let's see, yeah. So yeah, Mace be getting on, man. Talking about his stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. Go
Mace
ahead.
Mace Mace has some great content, and that's just like a lot of, like a lot of the smaller channels that actually coming up throughout the manosphere that don't get the
Hmm.
recognition. You know, Sports being the key thing. Majority of pushing as men, we like the combat, we like the brute force, team effort, kind of building as men. Sports is that key thing.
Hmm.
Mostly majority of the guys got in some form or fashion dealt in sports, whether they played it, they watched it, kind of fellowship with men. That's like that whole big aspect. And I just don't see why a lot of guys that's in this space that are men not
Yeah.
over there, far as conversating with them as much.
Hmm.
Like I said, I do my due diligence when I'm, hitting Rogers channel or catch Gold Professor in the morning. I always stop by there, hit them with a what's going on, and then
Yeah.
go from there.
Hmm. That's what I do. I try to salute him every time. And we talked, and ever since that championship game, we talked, and I was on his panel for the first time. And I said, "Yeah, man, I don't mind supporting the brother, man. You're a good dude. Always support him during the Roger Reports channel, man." And he says some good stuff, and he's very diverse, man. What I like about him, he loves sports too, so it's like a hobby of mine as well. And I used to play in the day when I was a lot younger, but I kind of fell out of it when I got older. So, been focused on different things. But yeah, it's always good to talk to somebody that loves sports like I do, man. Like we have like similar interests, and despite that he's a monk, we learn a lot. So, yeah, man.
Man, that doggone Mace be killing me about that monk though, because
Yeah.
he pick and choose. It got to be. It's almost like the women. It got to be that time of the month. I be getting me and I test be getting on him about that, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta pick a struggle, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
man.
I get it. Yeah, man. When it come down to it, the space more or less keeps revolving around the women aspect, and I'm like, man, let's put the sports in, and let's talk about business, building, because we can't keep going in this direction. The same talk.
Hmm.
it's not going nowhere. We already know it sucks out there to be a man. We know the numbers: 52% of guys not, involving in a lot of these women as far as the stats show. But I mean, it's crazy, man. It's just more or less to the point
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
we just need to start focusing on other stuff. Even with me being a married man, my
Mm.
aspect is still, I mean, being a builder. I mean, that's what we talking about, we leaders and all that. Because my thing
Yeah.
is this: even if guys do get to the point of getting in a relationship, get married, and that spouse dies, you got to go back out there and jump on that horse all over again. So it's
Yeah.
like, man,
Hmm.
some people choose to, some people choose not to. But I mean, dealing with sports, I mean, let's keep it on the topic, man. Like, great. I mean, you got history, you got historical games you can talk about. I mean, Mace got content for days. I mean, the new
Yeah.
players in the league, that
Hmm.
whole Jordan versus LeBron topic, man, is
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
never gonna die.
Oh yeah, endless topics, history, like that's what I kind of espouse. I'm the same way. And you have to know your shit, man. Like when you grew up around it, you know the eras, and we talked about that during the college championship game with the basketball and know the history of race and all that had mattered. And I told him my dad is a lot older than Mace because he's an older boomer. He was born in the early 50s, and he grew up at a time when radio mattered at back in the day. Radio back then in Tennessee, like he saw like Bandy and all that stuff, and then the basketball. He said it was like every Sunday, like the Celtics and the Lakers played back in the day, and they came on that time, time of the weekend. So that's how it was, and he listened on from the radio, because NBA back then was a lot hard back then to to watch. You had to listen from the radio, and
Yeah,
that's what they came from that generation. Yeah, he always tell me stories like that. Him and his father in sports. That's where I get it from. And then what I love about it is when you learn from them that the struggles of dealing and looking for sports. That's how it was back then. But now it's gotten easier because you got the internet, well, you got the TV, and then later the internet later on. So we talked about that how fast it's pacing. He talked about where he traveled around the U.S. and that just shows you he's good to talk to. Besides all the dudes, I would say he's more my speed when it comes to sports. But one thing I love about him, man, he's just genuine. He's just an honest guy and said, "Look, I'm gonna do this, do my content," and it's great, man. It's great to hear, and I appreciate what he does. I mean, he is a good addition for the space. He's a good addition for anybody. So yeah. Oh, he dropped out. Oh, okay. We'll give him a second. Yeah, but Mace, man, keep up the good work, brother. I mean, we need more like you, man. Like it's a shame that people just revolve around female topics, the gender war nonsense. But that's what I've learned from people, man. When I subscribe them, I just like their content, what they're about. You know what I mean? And try to show them some love over there, man. And I'll continue to, in the summer, because I ain't got that much to do in the summer. I might move around a little bit and travel. Might do a few streams of myself. But yeah, man. Yeah, she comes back on and that's great. But like, yeah, man, this is a good topic to talk about. I'm looking at a baby mama daddy protocol procedures by Aunt T, but I have it on mute. So yeah, they ain't talking much. I'm in the chat, but I do that as well. But I'm controlling this chat on my thing. But yeah, man. Yeah, they try to take his string down during that draft. And I think it's pretty good that Mace is viable for the space and whatever. It's an endless thing. You get used to him after a while. And when I first subscribed to him, he gave me a wrench after he interviewed the Roger Report. So basically, he was one of those dudes that had attention to be great. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how we get down. Yeah. Make sure we don't get blocked. Yeah. But yeah, man, he's awesome, man. Like I appreciate his content. We need more like him. And I made a couple of streams, and I think a random stream, no one showed up. But it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. Like, and he's excellent for the space. I mean, the links in the chat if y'all want to come up. But yeah, I was talking about the NFL draft. He's got one. Oh, he's got one. He's got one, 2 to 3. Okay. I'll see what he's talking about. And yeah. And then let's see what we're talking about. Yeah, reply to that. But yeah, I'm just like, at the time being, man, yeah, he's got one at 6:15. I guess he deleted that one because he didn't want to. Yeah, this draft is still going on until May 1st on that Saturday. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been a good time. You know, let's follow those and all that. And that's how it goes, man. But yeah, he's gonna have one at 6:30. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, 6:15. Yeah, 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 yeah. I might have to swing on by Progressive Brothers podcast. Biden's first 108 episode podcast. Okay. Brain trust. Yeah, I ain't caring about that. I ain't got no problem with him. But yeah. But like I'm just curious, man. Like, I just had to subscribe back. Uh-huh. Man. I'm just like, I think the one thing is for sure we got it for Good Morning Loves and and all this stuff. So, yeah, man. Yeah, chat rooms and hoes, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna talk about myself a little bit. Yeah, I got a live stream tomorrow doing Chrome, and it's gonna be called Epicureanism, man. Like that stream is gonna be. I'm gonna add some links. I'm gonna look up some things about it, and yeah, I got the utilitarian thing out the way, but I'm gonna make a stream about Epicureanism, man. So it's got determinism. Yeah, I might. Yeah, I might look at that for a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it right here. I'm gonna set it up right here. Epicureanism, man, it's gonna be a big one because I got it in it with BGS about, and he's trying to say it's nihilistic, but it ain't. But I'm gonna look at certain key things in script, and we're gonna look around certain words, and just to put out the words of Epicureanism, and then we're gonna go to history, and we're just gonna start reading it. But I'm gonna do it tomorrow around 5:15. I have it scheduled, and I'm gonna be precise with it. I'm just gonna knock it out of the ballpark. But yeah, man. But yeah, yeah. You back? Yeah, Mace has a great channel, man. I mean, the space really needs it. It's diverse, and at uh he's got one, I believe, at 6:15. And that's a good thing. And that's just basically what I'm saying. Like we need more brothers like him, man. Oh, is she dropped down? Okay. Yeah. He's the draft is gonna continue. I may switch it off the baby mamas and stuff. Who they got on panel? Oh, the officials on the panel? Are you driving? Okay, official. See you. Got Steven and all that. Yeah, they get tired of these spaces, man. Yeah, man. I'm just sky watching. Go right here. Yeah. Salute to Donovan for a minute. Yeah. It's gone, Donovan. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm just in this chat. I'm just chilling right now. But I'm just making this quick live stream. This is talking about Mace, but Mace is pretty cool. He's diverse. He gets it. He gets what's going on, and he talks about the same thing. But I haven't seen the one with him in BGS. That's probably gonna be a good one. He gonna have a lot of people going in that chat filling it up. So to me, he's doing great progress. So yeah. But the Epicureanism and all this stuff, I'm gonna set that up on tomorrow at 5:15, and I'm gonna look some things up. So it's basically you're seeing what's going on. You know, I got it in it with PK in a discussion. He was asking about utilitarianism, but once he ended me about utilitarianism, he just the one that makes sure that he wanted to know, and I told him I got videos on it, and what I did was the videos was make sure that um, I did was very precise, and those videos was based off BGS's latest Black Pill video he did last year, and it was called Nihilism versus the Utilitarianism, and it's like the Justice League or something like that with Batman and Owlman, and I got the concept. So when I hear words thrown out, I said, man, I'm gonna make a response to it because a lot of people misconstrue the words, but my whole purpose of those is just throw a little something on his channel, but it's black pilled or whatever. Some people preach the nihilist aspect or the nihilistic aspect, and I made a few videos of those. But once I did the utilitarian ones, they get hella views, and I had some criticisms on the last stream of the pros and cons of utilitarianism. So yeah, man. I mean, this is something that I'm just pondering, you know, from last year, and this year you just get it done, man. And I believe you can do those videos and you just be yourself. And I just focus on what works and what not works. But when you're talking about it for an hour or two, it's just a lot of research I just did. I've researched it before I made those videos, and when I did those, I took my time, and I was gonna make great topics on it, and I pulled out the source. So when I did a live stream on a panel, it did pretty good, man. And I'm gonna do the same thing with Epicureanism, and then I'm gonna show some links and research and learn what's connected to it and prove that it has the word construct in it, but it births a lot of those ideologies, man. Like Epicurus, the guy, a scholar from Greek, and the little history, a little there and there. I know they love history and the esoteric side of it in the manosphere, like 2.0, and that's what they're preaching. But they're using words and not using them right. Some societies ain't like that. You got to compare the two and put it in its proper perspective. When you put it in its proper perspective, you got something to work with. So basically, I'm just putting a stream for tomorrow, like at 5:15. But and that's gonna be a good one. And it's gonna be have some links in it. You're gonna see. We're gonna set it up right, and we're not gonna abuse it. So we're gonna do my little thing. So I'll get prepared for tomorrow's stream. So yeah, man. I just want to talk about Mace a little bit in his channel. I mean, excellent channel, man. Like this dude is very precise what he's doing. So, I know people's in the store and get ready for the draft and all that. Yeah, man. Yeah, Mace, I'm gonna chill over there. I ain't gonna hit the link because I'm doing a live stream right now. I'm not trying to get that many people over here because I'm just promote my boy Mace right now on this stream. So yeah, man. I'm just keeping it chill. So yeah. So we already know what time it is, man. Yeah, yeah, man. It's just one of those things. You just got to get used to it. But yeah. Let's see. F6. Yeah, the link. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. Pin the message. But yeah, man. I'm just over here. Just getting this thing together. But they said that ain't how you build channels on stream. They said that yesterday, and I'm like, nah, man. Some people live streams is kind of it's kind of lucrative. You know what I mean? It's just, and he said StreamYards will die. I don't think so. I think StreamYards is going to be upgraded before this economy gets back up, and people got choices. Yeah, yeah. I just pinned it in the chat. If y'all want to come and talk about Mace, man, like I think it's pretty cool, man. His channel is just basically you just go in there and just be yourself. But yeah. Let's see what I'll do. Yeah. Yeah, man. I just can't wait till he talks about the little draft and little things, but we'll see what these fools talking about. Yeah, they ain't talking about nothing. But yeah, I'm just here chilling, man. But if anyone wants to come up, I'll talk about Mace for you. But yeah, yeah, that stream I'm gonna do is gonna be have a lot of links. I mean, I'm on my phone right now with this, so I'm get my mind in display. But yeah, man. Oh, you gotta upgrade your plan. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And it's a little different. Yeah. Who's this? Okay. Okay. Got all these messages and shit. Well, Instagram's a trip, man. Yeah. 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 Gotta lie. Hold on. See what he's talking about. Try for a month. Yeah. On a live stream. Whew. This is kind of it's kind of wild. Yeah. I think Daquan Wilshire's trying to do a AMS, which is kind of funny to me. But yeah, I'm curious. Art's probably doing his little vacation, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just like looking at what's going on. But yeah, everybody's probably live streaming a little bit. I'm gonna see what's going on the tube for a minute. See who's up. You know, just get my mind right. I said, well, damn, I can look at myself on YouTube on a live stream. So you got Star on the live stream, and it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool, man. I'm just looking at it for what it is. I'm just not tripping right now. And I'm just saying that it's kind of wild, man. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh it's just something to think about. But it's just one of those things like, yeah, he's doing 24/7 streams, man. Shoot. I got like 368 subscriptions on YouTube. I only got about 1,000 subscribers, which is kind of crazy. But I keep my stuff private. Yeah. I think Art was going to do a late stream. I guess football's on. I don't think he's trying to do it. I think he's doing the school thing, which is cool. Yeah, he needs a break. The spirit's going crazy. Everybody needs a break time to time. And I might take one in the summer. I don't know. Only streams I'm gonna do is probably outside streams and talk to y'all that way. But this one's for panels, or if you want to get on, if you want a discussion, I'll do a response and come back to topics of what we need and whatever. But yeah, man, because I think we need new topics in the space. But yeah, but Mace, he has his own thing. Set a reminder. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up here. Yeah, 6 minutes. I know he's gonna talk about it. But it's just like I'm just gonna do something for a minute, and we're just gonna be like, we're gonna be chilling up here for a minute, and we'll see what they talk about. Yeah. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I think he's gonna do it tonight. Good, 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 good. I mean, it's chat right now. I'm gonna give him a peace sign and tell him what's up. Like I always do. But yeah, yeah, I kind of like StreamYards in a way. I think the only problem is Chrome. When you have pictures, you can't upload the icon photos that you want. Yeah, I could take one of myself, but what's the point? I mean, y'all know what I look like. There's no need, you know. And I'm just curious what's going on. Like yeah, I'm just gonna put something in the chat. Tell them I'm here, and I'm gonna watch him for a minute. So yeah, if no one wants to come up, I'm just responding his stream from last night, and I think he did a great job. I mean, they kept flagging him. YouTube kept flagging him in the streams because of the draft, and we saw the picks and we saw everything. So basically, you just have to live with it, man. Like like we have to see, you know. And yeah, since I'm doing it on phone, I guess info. Okay, last half night. Yeah, okay. We did that. So yeah, I'm just responding right now. And I think he's gonna do it in a couple more minutes. So yeah, I just want a quick one. Yeah, he goes through the history and stuff like that. But I'm on the stream and I'm just chilling. Yeah, Mace Taggart experience April 29th, May 1st, his draft. You can watch it. It's gonna be in 4 minutes, so I might head over there. In a couple more minutes I might take this stream down, but I'm gonna leave it up and say what I talk about. Yeah, but he has some great topics. He's got a good base, but it's the Miami base. But the key is it's going to be interesting what he's going to have his new setup. And I think when he sells himself, he's going to be the guy. I will say that's going to be first or second behind whoever is going to be popping from a small sector that's going to grow. And that's going to take from the summer, the fall, and the winter. We'll see how that's going to go. Because content on YouTube is kind of strenuous. If you're doing pre-records, people like it, but 9 out of 10, not everybody can podcast. Podcasting is a lot difficult than people think. They think it's easy, but it's really not. I got that from a YouTube guy named Combat Wombat. He said, not everybody can podcast. I mean, yeah, you may have the voice, but do they have the cadence or the charisma to keep up a podcast, a show in the studio? That's a lot harder than we think. That shows you, I figured that it becomes normally a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand what goes on around here. I figured it's going to be a issue with the podcasting. But me, if I have a podcast, I'm gonna have a nice setup. But the setup, it's going to be like, if I want one kind of like a CUDA setup or whatever setup, it's going to basically be, I just have like a team. I've seen people have teams of setups, but the thing is about having setups like these, they help you in the long run. So yeah, podcasting is like the next step for certain people in the space. But to be honest with you, it's only a handful that can do it. Me, I ain't trying to podcast. I can do panels. I can do outside streaming. I mean, that's basically what YouTube is. But podcasting ain't for everybody. You have to have a team to do that, and I ain't even fully monetized. Once you become fully monetized, you can do all that stuff. And to me, I ain't trying to trust the monetization on this YouTube. I don't know what the future YouTube is going to be in the next 10 to 15 years. 10 to 15 years, it's going to be a different world. So I don't know where I'm going to be at in those years. I won't have my own development, but that's something to think about. My content's going to be the same. It ain't going to be much different because everybody's on the live stream kick. But if you want your own studio and all that, that's going to take yourself or be your own anchor man. But that's not going to be easy as done because people can do the same thing. They've been doing it for years. The ones I listen to, I won't tell you who I listen to. $1 million worth of game. They have some decent microphones and those boom arms they got, and people with the microphones on the shirt to talk to and the headsets. Then I listen to Devin Wade show. Very good, interesting cast. The fallout between them two, it was over money. Devin wanted his own thing, wanted more money, and they just like saying, "Nah, I'm good, y'all." And what's called Gilly didn't want to give him the money, so they had as interesting and like beefs and stuff. But that's basically what you're seeing. But yeah, you know, I'm just looking at it from that aspect. But you know, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna end this stream, and this was about Mace. So yeah, he's getting ready for his little setup. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.